Oh, excuse me. It's day 34. There's a wet end to the day yesterday. I just managed to get to the campsite at Lansallos, and as I was putting up the tent, the heavens opened. So we had heavy rain then for about, I don't know, 3/4 of an hour. Then it stopped for a short while, and then we had thunderstorms and heavy showers the rest of the evening. So it was a case of just holding up in your tent and riding it out, really. So there was no point in me doing a review, because you wouldn't have heard a thing I said because of the noise of the rain on the fly sheet. Anyway, reasonable night's sleep. So it's now just coming up to 8 o'clock in the morning. Heading back down the hill now towards the coast path, and then the plan today is to walk to Polperro. Hopefully by the time I get there things will have started to open up a bit and have a look round, and then I'm going to walk on then to Looe, where I've got a B&B booked, so a bit of decent night's sleep. Well, I need my power bank is virtually flat, and it needs charging completely overnight, and of course everywhere you go you can't leave it overnight because it's either locked away and you can't get to it in the morning, or you can't trust people not to nick it, etc, etc. So I need somewhere secure where I can charge it up, so B&B's an option, so get a decent night's sleep and a proper bed and breakfast in the morning. No aches and pains to complain about. So let's hope today will be alright. Forecast isn't great. Obviously we had all that rain overnight, so the path's going to be quite wet and slippy, I would imagine. There is a band of rain coming in from the south, but they can't seem to make their mind up whether it's going to reach us or not. So we might get an awful lot of rain, we might get no rain, so just have to wait and see. Anyway, speak later. Had heavy overnight rain. This is not what you want to see. Sodden, very, very overgrown path, and I'm getting soaked. The water's now getting into my boots. Now, I did consider putting my wet weather trousers on, but the trouble is they make me sweat so much that my legs will be just as wet on the inside as they are from all this rain, and it won't stop the water going into my boots. So, once I get out of it, it'll soon dry out. It's not very pleasant to walk in. Hey ho, the vagaries of walking the southwest coast path. How are you supposed to fight your way through this? It's absolutely saturated. Wringing wet. So that was Polperro. Had a cup of coffee and a pasty down there to keep me going. I would have spent a bit more time, but I don't know if this will show up. There's a weather front out there. There's a debate as to how far north it's coming, but allegedly we are going to get soaking at some stage. So I'd rather crack on and get to Looe before it rains too much. Morning, it's day 35. I speak to you from the room of my B&B that I stayed in last night at Bridgeside in Looe. Very pleasant B&B it is, heartily recommend it. Got a lovely little view from the window as well. Down into Looe Harbour. So yeah, the plan today is to walk round to Whitsand Bay camping ground in an old fort. Weather's cloudy and well, sunny periods at the moment, but it's due to get nice and bright sunshine all day. So yeah, onwards and upwards. There's been a few steep climbs today. Just come up from Downderry, from virtually sea level up to 135 metres. Managed to do it without stopping. Obviously I'm a little bit out of breath and sweating like a pig, but fitness is definitely improving. That's what we're doing. the wind's just picked up as I wanted it to speak, but whether this camera will pick any of it out, but we're just see in the distance over this line of hills, Plymouth and the there's Port Wrinkle up ahead, and then I can hear firing going on. Coming up to Tregantle Ranges, the red flags are flying, and I have heard the odd shot too. So we've got to divert round and I think they mostly fire out to sea, but it's not a massive diversion. It's a pity really, there's a lovely beach down there. So about the wobbly camera, I couldn't bother to get the gimbal out, so I'm on the phone. Excuse the Harris fencing. It's pretty. Morning, it's day 36. Just leaving the campsite now. Up at Whitsand Bay Battle Fort, something or whatever it's called. It's well, a site under construction, shall we say? So it's a bit unfair to rate it at the moment. Could be a good site, but at the moment it isn't, and very expensive. Lovely calm day out there. Again, going to be another scorcher, I think. It's going to be a relatively short day today because we've got to walk to around the Erme head, which is about 8 miles, I think, in total, and then catch a ferry over to Plymouth, and then I've got a hotel in Plymouth. So hopefully I'll get the afternoon off to have a look around Plymouth. Anyway, speak later. Coming up to Erme head, but it's got this nice view in the sunshine. It's going to be one of the last views of Cornwall I get, because round the corner I'm going to be looking at Devon. So it seemed a shame not to capture it on film. Down there is all of Cornwall. As far as the eye can see, I've walked. And here we've got Devon. Well, this last little bit's still Cornwall, but then the bit in the distance is Devon. All very impressive. There's King Sand and Core Sand. And we're now walking into Mount Edgecombe Park. We'll go around the headland over there. We've been stuck up in the woods, so not been able to see anything even though we were up quite high. So this is the first view we've got of Plymouth. Just got to walk around that bit there and catch a ferry across. everyone, it's day 37, just about to leave my room at Plymouth Central Hotel. A bit cheap and cheerful, but it did the job. So I'm just quickly going to make a record. It's day 37, isn't it, today? No idea what it's like outside because there's no windows in this place, so, but it's supposed to be another sunny day. But I'll speak to you very soon anyway. So I've crossed over to Mountbatten. So looking back, that's Edgecombe Park over there in the distance, where we came across yesterday. And then you've got the Hoy, is it? And that's where we caught the ferry from, over there. Gloriously calm, and that's where it's landed us in there. Yeah, I'm not sure how accurate that sign is. I'm pretty sure it's more than 175 miles to Poole, certainly via the coast path anyway. Yeah, about what are we now? 11 o'clock, so about sort of 2.5 to 3 hours into the walk. Not far from the village of Wonwell. Some gorgeous views from up here, or from here. Not sure what that island is, but yeah. And as you can see, an absolutely stunning day. Not a cloud in sight. And now I've got a little bit of company to walk through. I like the way he's holding his leg. And they've got a bad leg or he's getting ready to kick. So I'll give him a wide berth. This is Bolberry, where every year the Japanese come and play their cup final. This is the River Yelm. That's Newton Ferrers across there, and then this side hidden behind these trees is Nos something or other, and I've got to try and attract the ferryman and catch a ferry across over there somewhere, I think. Because I can't follow a simple sign. I've got myself all hot and sweaty climbing down to the beach to come all the way back up again because I missed the straight on arrow. I took the right arrow because I wasn't really paying attention. What a knob. Just what you want on a hot sunny day like today. Oh well. It is what it is. Nothing I can do about it. But I could have done without that. So there's where we've come from. Warship steaming into harbour. Or steaming or dieseling or whatever it is they do nowadays. And we've walked around there today. All the way down. Around the corner where you can't see. Crossed over and then we've walked back up this track. It's day 37, I believe. Just spent the night on the beach, having crossed the River Erme last night. So we camped on the beach after lots of other people disappeared home about 11 o'clock-ish, I suppose. It was a lovely, peaceful night. Bit more cloud about today, although it's still sunshine. So it's we did a monster day yesterday, about 19 miles in the end. Not going to do anything like that today. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it's not going to be any more than 12, I wouldn't have thought. I forgot the name of the place now we're going to stay at, but it's just the other side of Cove. Yeah, so fairly easy day today. It's still fairly early in the morning because I was still well camped. So I set off relatively early. It's still only about 7:45 now. So it might be an afternoon in the pub. Oh well, never mind, eh? Just got to walk around here today. I think that one's the river Avon estuary. I think we need to get a boat across, and then over into Hope, and then we'll go around that headland, and then the campsite one is probably just right at the top of the hill actually. We're getting some good rolling downs, or you want to call them, a bit more akin to what we had in North Devon. I'll just flip the camera around. So yeah, well, it'll show up, but we got to go all the way down. And then all the way back up, and then down, and then up. So yeah. This is Big Brion Sea, and the rather exclusive Berg or Burr Island, where yeah, fortunately there's a lovely pub, the Pilchard Inn, but it's far too early for that to be open, and when it is open I suspect the tide will be in, so that's a non-starter for today. Well, I got around the headland, and then see if I can get a ferry across the River Avon. But yeah, there's Burr Island, and then we've walked from Bigsbury up to the top of that hill and then straight back down, and then you can't see, but the River Avon goes down the valley, and we've had to use a ferry to cross that, and then we've come back over through that car park area and up here, and now we've got to go up this hill, but then I think pretty much once we climb this hill it's mostly headland walking. Quick update. It's
Spent probably the last 3 hours in the pub in Hope Cove. So if I'm slurring my words, you'll understand why. I've forgotten the name of it, but we're going to walk the headland before I head up to the campsite, which is only just above Hope Cove. It begins with a K and I've forgotten the name of it. But yeah, so I don't know, an hour of walking before we get to the campsite. Up a steep hill. I might just sort of wear off a few of the beers. It's about 1 or 2. But hey yo, I've earned them. Like a pig again. Not far now to the campsite. The reason I started filming is there's been a heath fire here recently, and you can't half smell the burnt ashes and tinder, etc. I don't know how recent it's happened. I mean, it's obviously fairly recent because nothing's grown back yet. But yeah, very noticeable smell as you walk through here. Overcast now. There's 1 or 2 spots of rain. The forecast I watched earlier. Thankfully, I think most of the rain's going to miss us. It's a band of showers basically coming in from the south, but it's splitting up. Some are going to the west, some are going to the east, and thankfully they seem to be splitting up around where we are, so hopefully we're going to miss most of them. But anyway, yeah, so not far now to the campsite. I've had far too many beers in the pub at lunchtime. But hey ho, it's a holiday, it's what I do, so get over it.